Hello everybody, and welcome to this video that's going to give you a better understanding of what our environmental science offer is at Sir Isaac and what you'll be studying if you were to do that subject. Now, this is a new subject for us that we are very excited to be offering for the first time next year. And part of our decision around offering this subject is how important it actually is at the moment. It's an incredibly relevant subject with a huge number of contemporary issues in it. And it's designed very well to make sure that not only do you understand more about the subject and get a better understanding of the issues that we're facing, but it also gives you the research skills and the data analysis to pick apart some of the claims that are put forward in the media and things like this, and make sure that you can give yourself a very informed conclusion about what is actually going on in the world at the moment. We follow the AQA exam board. The entry criteria is very similar to the other sciences. So we've gone for, if you're doing the separate sciences, then we think your biology and chemistry really needs to be at a grade 5 on the higher tier paper. And if you're doing the combined sciences, the double award, then we would expect 2 5s for that. Geography is, of course, very relevant here as well, but we thought it was more important to have the science grounding, and geography is certainly not a requirement to be able to start the course. Having said that, of course, if you are thinking of geography at A level, then this is an excellent course to think about instead. If you want to put the focus more on the physical side and the science side, rather than the all of the units that you would study in A level geography. Okay, this is designed much more for students who have a real interest in that area, but are more interested in the physical sciencey side. Now, the topics that you will cover, you can see there. I mean, it should be worth mentioning that, of course, this is a very holistic subject, and there are lots of connections between these topics. And it's expected that as we go through the course, we will make those connections with you so that you get a greater holistic understanding of the subject itself. The first topic, the living environment, gives you, of course, greater understanding of how living organisms are interacting with each other, and of course, this helps us inform ourselves and decide, on sustainable methods to help in, I suppose, lessen the impact that we have on the living environment. The physical environment looks at the physical processes and, of course, how human activities are impacting the physical environment. So we think about renewable resources, how we can control those, over exploitation of natural resources, supply, demand, and things like this. Then, of course, on a similar vein, we will also look at energy resources. Of course, that's an incredibly important topic at the moment, as the world population continually increases, and we have to think of more and more clever ways to make sure we are utilizing the energy that is available to us. Then we move on and we look at pollution. Of course, pollution, I don't need much of an introduction, but of course, it's a very, very important topic at the moment, especially when you think about things like air quality in cities and I suppose the impact that our waste has on the environment as well. Waste is a huge part of pollution at the moment and is a big contemporary topic in terms of the issues we're facing with recycling, microplastics, and things like this. Uh, then the last two, we have the biological resources. So we're looking here a lot about deforestation and of course the need to provide food again for an increasingly large population. There's difficulties there that need to be resolved. And of course, the impact we're having on the environment with more intensive agricultural practices, which lead to a lot of the deforestation and soil erosion, we will look at to make sure you have a good understanding of the impact there. And then, of course, a lot of that can be connected together to the sustainability topic, which gives you a very good understanding of how it all links together and what we can try and do to make our practices more sustainable and to lessen the impact we're having on the environment. That's looked at a local level, a national level, and a global level as well. And within all of these topics, we incorporate the research methods that help you understand how we get to the data and the conclusions that we've got, and what makes some of these conclusions more valid than others. The assessment for this subject comes in the form of 2 papers at the end of year 13, so there's no coursework. The first paper deals with 3 of the topics, the ones you can see there, the physical environment, energy resources and pollution. And the second paper deals with the living environment, the biological resources and sustainability. And of course, you'll be expected to draw on your knowledge and understanding of the whole course in each paper, and the research methods that you've been learning in your general understanding of science will be an important part of that. And of course, we we are very, very excited to be offering this subject. You know, there are huge issues at the moment that we have to deal with, again, at a local level, at a national level, and as a worldwide community as well. Climate change is real and is happening and is something that we have to start paying attention to. Food security is a huge issue in certain parts of the world. Okay, we've got expanding populations, and we need to make sure that those populations are well fed. Okay, nutrition is a hugely important issue at the moment, and is one that we'll look at in a fair bit of depth. Water resources as well, and you know we've mentioned pollution, the conservation of the planet in general. There's a huge amount in this course that gives you a real understanding of where we are as humans at the moment and our place in on the planet. So we are very excited to be offering this, and of course I'll be online if you have any questions in the open evenings. Thank you.